David Morris, not a good way to go to Etihad this season. Good morning. I am Cecilia Morgan. I have two guests in the house. And of course, before we go into the program proper, we will be talking about development of grassroots football. What will it take to actually ensure that most talent on the streets who are always there, not finding where to find their feet, how they can become world-class players. Babatunde Balogun is in the house, of course, Ahmed Kalejaya. They are football administrators. Babatunde, welcome to the show.
Good morning, viewers.
Good morning, Ahmed.
Good morning, Cecilia. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, yes, for journalists anyway, so you understand the job.
Exactly.
So now, I can use the word Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm comfortable with that. Babatunde is kind of long. Now, so let's start with, most times, you have some players on the street. You have different grassroots sports, different grassroots football, different coaches, different administrators, different young lads. Some of them really want to become footballers, but because of the situation they find themselves, they've not been able to do that. Is it possible to really have a platform where all these people can come together and play football, and in a way that they will be recognized? And of course, some of them might just be picked for bigger games.
Of course, yes. What I think is that, we have so many grassroots football in Lagos and Nigeria now. And we have so many players playing around from different clubs to other. But the most important thing that I think we should do is that we should look for a platform that will keep them together and organize a football competition or league that will take them for a longer period of time. This will really encourage them. If you watch very well in all these grassroots competitions, they play grassroots competitions, you go to Bariga, you go to Agege, they bring down a cup. Before you know it, they play the final, nothing happens. So if the government can come in and support us, corporate bodies can come in and support us, I think it will help if you can form a formidable league for them.
So that how do you form that formidable league? How possible is it to actually get that together?
Of course, it's possible if you start it.
Okay.
Nobody's ready to start it because of the money, financial money that is involved.
In that is
and most, there's a way these corporate bodies look at people in grassroots.
Okay.
With their dressed, somebody must come out and enlighten them. So if you go to a company to come and ask them for sponsor, they can't come in.
Okay.
Because the first thing they will just look at you is that most of these clubs are not even registered.
Yes, exactly.
They are not registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission, apart from the Nigeria Football Federation. So you must do things accordingly, the way it's supposed to be done. And by the time you start that, then that is when you can begin to talk to these companies, corporate body to come in. So by the time they come in, it will be easier to talk to them outside that, see, we can package a grassroots league that most clubs can participate and add formidable team, rules and regulations governing the league. And before you know it, something starts.
No, you have a football academy,
Soccer
club, right? You have that. I mean, what have you been able to do to ensure that, please? You're actually talking about setting the pace right now, because you are also football administrators. So you guys need to set the pace so that others can follow. How will your academy now be able to do these things that you just talked about, and also others will be able to follow and form a league whereby everybody can come, maybe register and get to play and get the best out of it?
You see, I've been running my academy for almost 5 years ago now. And I noticed that we just train, and nothing's happened. The only thing we do is to play the Challenge Cup, and the Challenge Cup is a knockout game. And what happens?
Exactly.
The best player cannot even express his
one or two games and
that of thing. So I now thought to myself, let me package a grassroots league for the grassroots in Lagos State, or any other clubs can come in if they think they can participate. So we are working on how we can package a grassroots league for grassroots football clubs in Lagos for now.
Okay.
So just only 20 clubs to start with, because to play a league is not going to be an easy thing.
Exactly, because it's going to take like 6 months, exactly, not just
the
like
a
Challenge
Cup is going to be for 4 months.
Cup. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be for 4 months. The one we are working on now is going to be 4 months for the grassroots league. And the minimum age that can participate is just 15 years old.
Okay.
If you watch very well, there are so many players outside the street doing nothing. They go to training, they come back home, nothing happens. So we are working on so many things so that this thing can work effectively. We have young professionals who are working together. The officiating security, the security aspect, we have done our job, and we have companies who are coming in. Like Master Insurance now, we'll be doing insurance for all the players who will be participating.
Okay. You are a journalist. You've been covering grassroots for a very long time, and you understand what it takes to be there. What do you think needs to be done to actually ensure that maybe this league is talking about will take in earnest?
Yeah, I think the first thing that needs to be done is to get the logistics right and to also be able to organize, because it's going to be of great benefit to so many footballers out there. We look at our national teams, the under-20s, the under-17. How do they get their players? You cannot imagine. They tell you they go to academy, but you cannot like, imagine an under-20 player playing for the NPL side. You know that is not how it's supposed to be. They need to go to the grassroots to get footballers. And when you look at the grassroots, there's nothing going on. They just play competitions of probably 3-4 matches, and that is all. The players need to go through the rigors of a league competition to understand what it takes to maintain consistency over a period of time. They also need to understand that playing football at the highest level is going to take a lot of commitment and a lot of determination. Now, that is what a league format will bring to the bear. It will make those players understand how it is, and it will also create an avenue for the under-17, the under-20 national team to have an avenue to get players.
A base where you can easily go to and get players.
And this will help showcase the players out to the world for probably bigger teams to come up.
Now, if you're going to start this mini league, you're talking more like a mini league. I won't just call it a league because you
just a one-match.
Just a one-match. If you're going to start this league now, is it going to be yearly?
Yeah, it's going to be yearly.
Okay, if it's going to be yearly, now these players that you're talking about that can be discovered after they finish playing the league now, is there any prospect for some of these players if they want to go to higher?
Yes.
Maybe go to any of the MPFL clubs, go to England or Turkey, which is more like the, I don't know, more like where most Nigerian players are going to. Exactly, that's the latest thing right now. How would they be able to do that?
Yeah, you know, all these matches, we have almost 190 matches to be played.
Okay.
And all these matches to be covered.
Okay.
If you watch, we don't know Messi, but we see Messi on TV. I've not been to Spain to go and watch Messi. But if one of these players can be seen on TV, on here, the way I'm being shown now, they'll be happy. Before you know it, they watch the way they behave outside.
Okay.
Secondly, we are bringing in scouts from abroad who will come and watch all these matches. Some will come, you know, month by month, people will, agents will come and begin to watch them. By the time they see they are playing, they pick them up.
Okay.
You know, and the players, it will really give the players an edge. I mean, they will see themselves as celebrity and as a star because they're being shown on TV too. You know, before you know it, they begin to watch the way they react at home, the way they do outside, you know, things like that. And their attitude.
Behavior, everything.
When they put them on newspaper and things like that, it changes them.
Okay.
So I believe that will really help them, and it will really give them a longer time to play football.
To play for that. That's what is most important, because what we get in Challenge Cup and Principal Cup, some of them, most times you get 2 or 3 players out of the whole competition.
Yeah. Yep.
But maybe those that were not there at the beginning might, during the games, just pick up and of course get something out of it. Now, let's leave grassroots football a little. Mikel Obi, I can just wait to ask you this final question. Mikel Obi was able to score after about 7 years, right? That's what everyone is saying. He's a defensive midfielder. We know him very well. Most times they'll tell you that the job of a striker is to score goals. And by the time you're not having a defensive midfielder, not scoring a goal, it becomes a huge problem. What do you think about Mikel Obi?
Well, I think his role in the national team has really helped him now, especially Kesha really helped his game.
Okay.
When I was telling someone that the way Mikel was playing in Chelsea, did not give him the opportunity to execute his talent.
Okay.
When the Mikel of under-20 is different from the Mikel in Chelsea when it first began. I get him in. So when I noticed that when he started playing in that role as a midfielder, you know, he play more of front now than playing in the deep back. So before you know it, he can be able to exhibit his skill, and he has strength to score goals that time. You know, it's not easy to defend and mark, and at the same time you want to move forward. But most time now in the national team, he play more of the front, than coming in the back. So I think
so his role in the nationals have actually helped him.
Of course.
That's a good one. I think most players will have to learn from that. That if you get to play for the national team, sometimes it enhances your ways of playing. Now, do you see him scoring more goals with this one?
Yeah, I think he's going to build up his confidence. He's going to try to get forward more often. But I think I've heard so many people say Chelsea has actually dwindled his career. But I beg to differ on that, because if you consider the fact that he's been at Chelsea for 7-8 years now. And every coach who has come into the club kept him. They used him. They didn't sell him out. That tells you he does something right, which means he plays to instruction and he does what he's supposed to do in the team. Yes, he's a defensive midfielder, but right now I think he's getting his confidence and trying to get goals also to help the team going forward, and that is largely due to the fact that he plays more attacking role for the Super Eagles. A good one for him going forward, and I think with time he's going to build up his confidence and get more goals.
Now, Man City and Man U game. Before you guys leave, what's your reaction to that game?
I think yes,
an embarrassment or what?
Not as embarrassing as the 6-1 at Old Trafford. This was at the Etihad Stadium, but I think it's just early days. United are still the players are still trying to get the flow of David Moyes. If you look at the fact that this season in the EPL, United have not scored a goal from open play since the first match of the season.
Yes.
All the goals they've scored have either come from corner kicks or from free kicks. So I think that the players are still trying to get a hold of Moyes.